Having the vet come out today, oh sorry cat, to do the coggins test on all the horses because I have more horses than my trailer can hold to take everybody, so it's easier for her to come out. I'm also going to get her to check them chiropractically. Hey Donnie. And for those of you who don't know, the coggins test is something that is required yearly. It lasts about a year, and it's to test your horses for a disease called equine infectious anemia, which can be spread through horses, also flies, and various other things. It's not very good. Hopefully I won't ever have to deal with one that tests positive. It's a very big deal, and you also have to have one to cross state lines, sell a horse at a sale, etc. You pretty much have to have a coggins to do everything if you're going to show your horse or do anything with it. Here's little Donnie. I'm about to put him and Chick up, and the ponies are already up, and then we'll go on the hill and get Fancy and Little Man. I'll just kind of show you the process of what they do. They're going to draw some blood and do some vaccines. So in Tennessee, not all coggins papers look the same. Back in the day, they used to draw out their markings on like this little like yellow piece of paper, and that was what you carried around. Some vets have gotten more fancy where they actually have a picture of the horse, 3 or 4 pictures, and then that just stays with them just so that they recognize. Either one works for whichever your vet does, but that's often what coggins papers look like. And it's usually, I always try to have a copy of them in the horse trailer, in the glove box of the truck. And now that they've gotten like real digital, I just keep a copy on my phone as well. I mean, you never know when you're going to be asked for them. You usually hope that they don't ask for them when you go somewhere, but if they do, you definitely want them handy, or you're probably going to be leaving wherever you're at. So when you get your coggins, since it's usually like a yearly checkup, if your vet can, you want to get all their vaccines, which that kind of adds up as well. I would say, depending on your vet, it's usually anywhere from about $100 to $150 per horse for the vaccines and their coggins. One vaccine that I highly recommend is the strangles, because especially if you travel a lot, I learned the lesson the hard way. I didn't do the strangles vaccine, and I had a colt come back with strangles and infected my whole barn, and that was several years ago, and that was a nightmare. So that cost me a lot of money to try to skimp on not getting the strangles vaccine. So that is one that I firmly believe in. I'm sure all of them have great benefits, but that's one I know that I will do, and I learned the hard way, especially if you're dealing with young horses or horses that travel a lot, because young horses, from my understanding, can't handle it as well as older horses. And then also the traveling, you're going to probably be exposed to it. You want them to have the vaccine, and then they're more likely to get it. That's just my thoughts. It's horrible. But there's also like the West Nile, and a tetanus one is really good too, because you never know what horses are up to, and what they're going to injure themselves on. But those are things that also you usually do. This is just regular basic maintenance of horses. It's coggins and vaccines and teeth. And I always say my first sign that I know a horse is neglected is usually their feet. That's just my thoughts. So Dr. Elise is here, and we're going to start with Chip. Do you know they always look the cleanest when people are coming to visit? When I was cleaning her feet at the show, when I was she buckled down on like both of the front ones, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Visit us.
dad's got this chick taken care of. Yeah. See, it's so hard being me. She's so mean to me.
Johnny.
This, the diamond stand, tuck it.
So much.
All right, I'm facing that way.
Okay.
Are you worried, or is it actually something? That's the other thing you have to determine. Some horses, like some draft horses and stuff, will be very, and walking horses will be very stoic about it. So sometimes you got to double check them. And then some Arabs and ponies and I'm not gonna poke you. I'm just checking. You're okay. It's like, is it a pain response? Is it an actual response to the acupuncture scan, or is it anticipation of something else? So yeah, I think he's okay.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay. I know. You're not gonna die. I know it's bad. I know. Barrel pony. Oh my goodness. You didn't die.
It's okay, bud.
You're okay. My goodness.
What are you doing?
How old do we think?
Now we're up on the hill for Little Man and Fancy. Okay, well, all that is done. Everybody got their coggins and they got their strangles vaccine, and I didn't really go with the others. Hope I don't regret my decision. But all that was $380. And I mean, it's just a yearly thing you just have to save up for. It's basic. Just another way that you can kind of feel like horses rob you a little bit, but they don't mean to. Anyway, about to let Dawn Chick back out. Continue on the rest of the day with all the chores and things. But that was the vet visit.